Hello and welcome to Mega Trip. I'm Dom and this is the travel channel that inspires you to adventure. And you've caught me once again back on the road. We're not in Dubai anymore. We've headed out on yet another adventure, and this time we are in Kochi in the wonderful state of Kerala in southwest India, and it is sticky, it is humid, and it is a crazy city. Morning, namaste. Anyway, we're gonna go out and explore, so here's what's coming up on this episode of Mega Trip. It's very hard to be a travel vlogger and not be aware of or influenced by the works of folks like Backpacker Ben, Bald and Bankrupt, who have done extensive videos in India. I think the last few, well, let's be honest, they were quite rude about the place. That mob get absolutely everywhere. I'm sure we're going to learn a little bit more about the colonial history as we wander around today. Stop filming me now. Gentleman in the lavatory just complimented me on my beard. So we're in a rather confusing situation in the Jain temple. Don't really know what's going on, but hey, we're going to find out. Oops, unfortunately no video inside. But I promise you, it was the most amazing thing you've ever seen. I wouldn't trust our Mega Trippers, would you? No, I wouldn't. Through the magic of editing, you now know more than I do about what's happening on this episode of Mega Trip. Like I said, we're in the sultry, sticky, humid, wet southwest India in the state of Kerala. I'm here with my friend Lindsay, so you'll see her in a little bit, no doubt. But we're going to go on a bit of adventure. Now, I've never been to India before, and there's loads of different reasons we've come here. We'll show you those as we go through the videos when we're out here, I have no doubt. But one of the big things, one of the recent pushes, I guess, it's very hard to be a travel vlogger and not be aware of or influenced by the works of folks like Backpacker Ben, Bald and Bankrupt, who have done extensive videos in India. I think the last few, well, let's be honest, they were quite rude about the place. They said some pretty negative things. There were some pretty negative assumptions. Now look, I'm sure some of that was for effect. I'm sure some of it was probably true. But anyway, I wanted to come out here myself and see what it's actually like. I mean, who doesn't want to go to India? First impressions, it is different. It's not so busy, it's relatively early in the morning here. It doesn't look run down particularly, not compared to Central Asian countries, but it is noisy, it is busy, and it's very exciting. So we're gonna get out and have a little look around. But before we get on with that, just a little reminder. Please, if you like the video, do give us a little like. If you don't like it, give us a dislike, but tell us why in the comments. If you've been to India, if you've got some suggestions of what we should do while we're here, I think this video will drop while we're still in the country. Please do leave it in the comments as we explore the state of Kerala. And of course, if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything. Please just click on the little subscribe icon down there, turn on notifications, and it just means you get an alert every single time we drop new content here on Mega Trip. Anyway, that's it for my little introduction. Cue the music. Alright, Mega Tripper, so before we go out and see what the city of Kochi has to offer on this slightly rainy day, let's have a little look at what you get for your money. So I'm at a hotel called Retrieve Wellness and Relax, I think. It's pretty much in the middle of the city. It's about, an hour's drive from the airport, and it's cost me, or per room, it's cost us a princely sum of about 2,900 Indian rupees. So what's that? That's about £33, about 35, 40 US dollars, about 40 euros, something like that. You know what? It's not too bad for your money. First off, I love the names of the rooms. So they got names, not numbers. We have the rooms Charm and Grace. Maybe slightly ironic. But anyway, this is what you get for your money. You get a little entrance area with tea, coffee, obviously essential if you're a Brit. By Grace, room key, sitting just there. And a bit of a small room, sorry for the mess. Usually I tidy up for these videos, but don't really have too much time this morning. As you can see, pretty small bed, but decent size, very good for one person. You've got your TV, a little vanity area. I mean, fair to say, this place isn't too clean by Western standards, I guess. But it's okay, it's comfortable. The AC works. Nice little wardrobe with, of course, a safe in there to look after your belongings, spare towel. And then let's go and have a quick look at the bathroom. So, what do you get? Well, as is quite common around here, you get yourself a little wet room. So not expansive, but I've just had a shower in here. Absolutely belting. Just what the doctor ordered. So everything you need, nice and cool. And also here, we're having a bit of a chill day today. So the spa, the stuff like that. So we're going to relax a little bit before we kind of get onto our main adventure here in Kerala. Anyway, last thing to do is the old bed test. And then we'll head on out to see what the rest of the city is like. So, yeah, you know what? I already know this. I slept in here last night. Bed is lovely. Look, 33 quid, you can't go wrong. Let's get out and see what's going on in the city of Kochi here in Kerala. So it's hot and steamy. You can probably see the camera is a little bit steamed up. We've jumped in a little tuk-tuk with our driver, Hussein. And we're going to go and check out what Kochi has to offer.
1 minute.
So we're driving off to get some breakfast and crossing a load of bridges down here. Sorry, I haven't got my mic on for the audio, but I'll grab the camera and check this out. Absolutely stunning views down here. Okay, so our first stop on our tuk-tuk adventure with our guide Hussein is just we stop and just look at this Hindu temple. I've got no doubt that there's loads of these around here, but check out this place. Let's start with this tree. Absolutely beautiful roots next to, well, the main event, right? Here is the temple. Now, I don't know too much about the Hindu religion, but I'll try and find out some bits and bobs. But you see bright colours, well decorated. And of course, no entry for tourists or non-devotees beyond this point. Really interesting. Over there in the background, I don't know if you can see, it's like a scale, like a human weighing scale. I don't know what that's about, but we'll find out. Hussein,
yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
What is this? What is the scale?
This one temple is the Hindu people you can do mild weighting after rice, sugar, banana.
Okay.
You take it. You can save a weighting.
Okay, so
your weight may be 95. One side.
Very kind.
This side rice and sugar. A gift.
Oh, okay. So you give the same gift as your weight. Interesting. Hear that, Lindsay? So the scales here. You sit on them, and you put like rice or sugar, and then whatever equals your weight. This is a gift you give to the temple. So I'd be in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Just up the road from that beautiful traditional local Hindu temple, it's another religious site, but this one is a Christian church. That mob, yeah, absolutely everywhere. I'm sure we're going to learn a little bit more about the colonial history as we wander around today, but really interesting to see, I guess, diverse populations here. But although it is a Christian church, they have got some local flavour. Check this out. It's gold bronze spire with the crucifix on the top. So very much Indian style, but of the Christian faith. All right, let's see what's next on our little adventure. Getting a little bit peckish. Maybe we'll get some breakfast. So Hussein has brought us to a local little vegetarian place where I am going to eat a masala dosa. First time having it here. Lindsay's going to have a little orange juice. Anyway, in the magic of editing, I've actually already done that, but here you are. Here's me enjoying the local masala dosa. One masala dosa, chai, orange juice, cost us all of £2, 205 Indian rupees. So this is the frankly delicious, bit spicy masala dosa here in Canada. Enjoy. Oh wow, okay. So
Thank you.
very good. Amazing. Try some of the dips. Spicy. So it's spicy.
I like spicy.
I like spicy. So this one is
Sambar, coconut chutney.
coconut chutney.
Maybe different one you can check and say different color. Chutney. That one not the spicy, white one not spicy, but it is little spicy.
This one not quite.
Yes.
Go on, Talis.
I could get used to this. Absolutely delicious. The potato inside, this is a little bit
What I
spicy.
say? Yeah.
And the
It's not this one the green chili.
green chili. Yeah. So, this one's a little bit spicy. This one's not spicy. This one's not spicy. This is spicy. It's good though. Stop filming me now. So, I'm on my own. Quick impressions on India, I guess, so far. Kochi so far. People are absolutely lovely. At the hotel, they're really nice. Jain, our driver, our tuk-tuk driver, absolute legend. Can't do enough for us. And a gentleman in the lavatory just complimented me on my beard, so that has to be a good thing. So far, so good. We're going to jump back in the tuk-tuk and do a few more little touristy bits here in Kochi. So we're going to go into the Jain temple on our next stop. The swastika, the other way around, not to be conflated with the National Socialism in Germany in the 30s and 40s. But it's a symbol you'll see used here quite often still. Right. So we're in a rather confusing situation in the Jain temple. Don't really know what's going on, but hey, we're going to find out. Lots of kids running around. Some negotiation happening. Something's going to kick off, and we don't know what. What do you think's going to happen, Lindsay?
I have no idea. I'm completely lost.
That's it. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we have been relieved of some funds in form of charitable donation, and we're now being led through into the Jain temple. Hussein, our driver, was explaining something really cool is going to happen. We have no idea what that is. We're looking forward to it. Oh, the bell, there they are. Let's check out this elephant. Wow, okay. Oops, unfortunately no video inside. But I promise you, it was the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I'm going to shut off the camera and I'll give you my observations afterwards once I get back out of this next temple.
Both hands.
Both hands. Okay. Just picked up some rice and some seeds. Ah, it turns out we're feeding the pigeons. See if we can get one to land on me. Hello, buddy. So it looks like this guy's getting his dinner. So let's try and reflect a little bit on the experience of the Jain temple. Jainism isn't a religion I'm particularly familiar with. I'm that familiar with too many of them. And Hussein was trying to do a really good job of explaining what was going to happen, as was the lady when we got here. But it wasn't too clear. I'm a bit confused. And I've got no idea of the relevance, if I'm perfectly honest. But what happens? You turn up, they give you a shawl to wrap around you, make sure you're modest enough. This is an active religious site, of course. You come in, you get shown around the temples. They are quite beautiful, they are quite small, but there is a certain mysticism inside them that's quite impressive. Then afterwards, the bit that's actually really interesting, really different. You come outside and you scoop up handfuls of rice and corn, and you stand around in this area with pigeons. It's obviously a real religious experience for some people. And you hold out your hand and the pigeons land on there and they eat the corn and the rice and you feed them. And it really is something a bit special as they kind of flock and swarm around you. It might sound a bit weird, particularly if you're from somewhere that's used to kind of city pigeons, but it was definitely something. I'm very glad we did it here in the Jain temple in Kochi in Kerala. So our next stop apparently is the Santa Cruz Basilica.
Yeah.
Off to see a very old church.
Yeah.
Very old.
530 years.
580 years old.
30.
30.
Yeah. 530 years.
530 years. Okay. So between 500 and 600 years old. Okay, so we have now arrived at the Santa Cruz Basilica that you can see probably behind me somewhere up there. Now Hussein was telling us, and I got a bit confused, it's somewhere between 330 and 580 years old. Maybe one of you knows, you can let me know in the comments which of those it is. We'll have a little look around and check this place out. But again, I think it just talks about the diversity of religion and spirituality here. I mean, not really my thing, but massively baked into the society here. In this beautiful courtyard with these old colonial buildings, you've got to assume this is a colonial touch. And again, a brass spire, the crucifix up at the top there. Let's see what these signs say over here. Here we go, here's the information that we need. So, the Santa Cruz Cathedral Basilica, Diocese of Cochin, foundation stone was laid on the 3rd of May 1505. So that is, let's do the maths quickly, 529 years ago. 529 years old, Lindsay. So that's it. I mean, you would see something like this, or expect to see something like this back in Europe. But I guess, as you might have seen on Megatrip, the Colonials, the Europeans, the English, the Portuguese, the Spanish, they got all over the world. Check out my videos in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil for a bit more on that, on what the Portuguese got up to. Very interesting. Anyway, we're going to take a little stroll around and jump back in our tuk-tuk. Let's go. And you were saying this this tree is from Brazil?
Brazil.
You know what the name of the tree, or just
This
from
is
Brazil?
a sleeping tree and the rain tree.
Sleeping tree and rain
Yeah,
tree
rain
from Brazil. Over 300 years old apparently,
Yeah,
and you
300 some
can
more.
believe it. Absolutely massive. Wow, look at that. So down here there's obviously lots of colonial influence, pre-Indian history. It's an absolutely giant tree. Wowzers. Lindsay's decided to have herself a little drive of the tuk-tuk. Get out of the way for the photographer. I wouldn't trust her mega trippers, would you? No, I wouldn't. So Hussein has brought us to a traditional laundry. That may sound like a weird place to go, but it's super interesting. You'll see some of the stuff here when we go inside, but some of the stuff he was telling me about it is they do have electricity here, but a lot of the washing is done by hand. There's 40 people, 40 washing stations, and they start 4 or 5 in the morning, collecting all the laundry from the hotels in Fort Kochi, from the tourists. They come down here, they wash them in the morning, and then they iron them. And they iron them, yes, with electric irons, but more so with traditional metal irons, which are heated by burning burnt coconuts inside, and then they hang them out on the lines. Really interesting, really different. Anyway, let's go inside and see what's going on there. Share one or get one each? Get one. Hey, one lassi?
Which one do you want? We serve you types of lassis.
Okay, which is the
best one? Okay, I'll give
me the best. So you say recommend this lassi place, so we're going to give it a try. Okay, thank you. You get first? Like yogurt?
Oh, it's nice.
Nice?
Nice.
Alright, let's give it a go again. It is nice, super sweet. I don't know how to describe it. Sweet, milky, like a sweet yogurt. Really good. Thank you.
I love it.
Nice. How is this made?
So that's yogurt, sugar, cardamom and nutmeg.
Yogurt, sugar, cardamom and nutmeg.
Oh, it's the cardamom and nutmeg.
Yeah.
It's not the yogurt that you get in your place. I mean, it's got activated culture. So that's called curd in India.
Okay,
So that is yogurt which does not have activated culture.
got it.
This has got activated culture. That's why you have this sourness.
So it's a lime.
Tannins.
Like yakko.
Can I get one more?
Yep.
Thank you.
Good shout.
So, in short, it's got healthy digestive bacteria in it,
Excellent.
which helps you improve your gut health.
Oh,
So this is the Yakult of India, apparently. Well, we know it's going well because Lindsay's ordered another one. Got to be a good sign.
thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Get out of the way. Right, going to finish this and get back to our trip. So our boy Hussein has brought us down to Mahatma Gandhi Beach. Let's have a little look at this. See these sands, not the best of days. The wind's certainly starting to pick up and a slightly industrial background. I don't know if you see the oil tankers back there. But still cool to see nonetheless. And obviously a spot for the locals to come. Lots of nice little stalls, fruit juices, all your beach accoutrement. So I guess not just city down here, we are on the coast, although you couldn't tell that perhaps from all the stuff we're seeing today. We're going to keep on wandering about. We have also stopped at I guess a souvenir shop, as will quite often happen on these kind of things. It's pretty good, pretty expensive. I bought a few little bits. But yeah, very different vibe down here. Feels a lot more locally. Hello, namaste. Hi. Just along from the beach, you'll find the Dutch cemetery. A bit of a weird place to stop, and you can't go inside, but kind of cool. Obviously pretty old, and this would have been from the Colonial Dutch, where they'd have originally buried their dead. Hey, it's not all parties here in southwest India, but it is interesting. Definitely worth looking around.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
The adventure continues. This time we have stopped to see what I can already smell. The cows in someone's house. Here we are. Oh wow. Lots of lovely moo cows and some calves. Hello. Hi. Wow. What a beast. Don't really know what they do with them. I'm assuming they don't eat them, or maybe they do. It's a very multicultural area. But there you go. Get yourselves onto Hussein's tuk-tuk. Come and look at a big old cow. You know what? For a whole heap of cows living in the middle of the city. Didn't really smell either. Obviously very clean, very well looked after. Very, very cute. On we go. Okay, so we are in the tuk-tuk back with Hussein. One thing that you haven't seen in the video that I would massively, massively recommend is the Dutch Palace. It's a museum, it's full of lots of the colonial history from here, nicely organised, well laid out. Princely sum of 5 rupees, about 5 pence to get in the door. You can't film inside, otherwise no video of that, so massively, massively recommend that. Anyway, that's it for here in Kochi. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what you can do. Number 1 advice is hang out with Lindsay. Number 2 advice is get Hussein as your driver. I'll try and pop his details down in the description. Anyway, quick reminder, as ever, if you like the video, please do make sure you hit that little like button, tell a friend if you've been to Kochi, if you think we should have done something else, if you've got any recommendations, if you just want to tell us how you felt about the video, please do just leave a comment down below. Absolutely love to hear from you, love your tips, love your advice. Love to be told I'm wrong quite often as well, corrected, it's very, very good. And then finally, of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. It's the little icon down there. Use the little bell button to turn the notifications on to make sure you get a notification every time new content drops here on Megatrip, completely free, costs you nothing. Anyway, all that's left to say from me and Lindsay here in Kochi is keep travelling. Join us next time here on Megatrip.